Love, light, peace, and abundance, y'all. It's a beautiful day today, and I'm out at the water, and I'm just exploring some different thoughts. I figured I'd hit the record button and share some with you. Now, there comes a time when you're on this path of life where you may have to pivot, right? You may have to pivot and shift up things, like change up your plans, right? And I was just thinking about that, right? And I was thinking about how the last, I want to say like 2 years, I've really been deep diving with healing, with releasing, with letting go of versions of myself that I had to be to survive, to get through the different levels of growth that I was at the time, and really reconnect with the core of who I am, my inner child, and remember the dream and the vision that I had for myself before life started whooping my behind. before life experiences started taking a toll, right? And in me pursuing that, I've had a myriad of different experiences. However, long story short, those experiences put me in the flow state, right? It caused me to bring in balance my masculine and feminine energies within, right? Like many of you, I was operating in survival mode. So my masculine energy was at the forefront, because the masculine energy is responsible for doing and going and problem solving and making things happen, in the material world. After my divorce, it was like I was thrown into my masculine energy. I wasn't always in my masculine energy. Quite frankly, I was in my feminine energy for the majority of my life, because your feminine energy is being nurturing. It's the nurturing aspect of you. It is the intuitive aspect, the being in flow, the more softer side of you, right? There's more aspects of it, but those are like key ideas so you can relate, right? So the majority of my adult life, I was in my feminine, and then my last divorce, I was thrown into my masculine, and then I had to make some shit shake, right? I had to make some things happen, and I did that, and I went so hard into creating a reality for my children and rebuilding life for myself and for them, that source put me in a position where I had to get back in balance, right? Because in me being so far into my masculine, I was neglecting my feminine from the standpoint of my spiritual connection, right? I wasn't utilizing my gifts and abilities to tap into the unseen, to the divine, right? So now, having looked back, hindsight being 2020, I've gone through the process of bringing back in balance those two internal energies. And now I'm in a place where I have to integrate, also bringing them back in balance. I've been integrating them, right? So I've been doing different things in terms of my calling, my purpose, and blending it or balancing it with the masculine of doing, right? So I built a structure, I created my business, I rebranded, I created the Temple of Divine Remembrance. I tapped into more of my divine and spiritual gifts so that I could be of service to the collective and keep my word to source and what I came here to do. So now it's time for me to lean more into, or I won't say lean more into, to incorporate more of my masculine energy to that feminine energy of what I did, right? So that requires me to pivot. So I'm pivoting, right? I'm pivoting. I am in a pivot, and I'm excited about it. I'm very excited about it because I'm excited to see what opportunities have my name on it, right? Like, what opportunities am I a vibrational match for? What opportunities have I been calling in during my hermit mode, right? Because I've been in hermit for 2 years now. And I've been saying off and on, like, I'm just coming out of my hermit mode. How I feel like this is the official, like, she's back. And I'm very excited about it. And I was just really reflecting and thinking on how, things are going to happen in life. And our plans are not going to always unfold the way that we have them in our mind. And I've grown to recognize them as a starting point, right? Like, they're not the end. Like, the vision and the dream I have is not the end. It's the breadcrumb that was given to me so that I could get started to reach the destination that Spirit has for me, that is already ordained. Like, the essence of me, my divine blueprint, is already a vibrational match for what's up the road. However, I have to take steps in this current reality to get there. So that's where I'm at. I'm taking tangible steps outside of the spiritual realm, and I'm excited. And that was the idea too, that part of what allows for me to be at ease in this pivot is I have mastered being in the flow state, right? I've mastered being open and reading the signs and being open for the guidance of what I'm supposed to be doing and where I'm supposed to be going and what steps I need to take to get there. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the process that I've been through. I'm grateful for the experiences, even though they were uncomfortable and many of them were distasteful. They were distasteful. It's like when you take herbal medicine, natural medicines, right? Natural herbs and healing modalities. A lot of times they taste yucky, right? A lot of people say they taste like dirt. They taste like the earth. However, that's because the body needs that the most, right? The body needs the medicine in that. So it's not going to be palatable, right? However, it's necessary, right? And I feel like that's what our life experiences are like. They're not going to always be palatable. However, they're necessary to grow and evolve and to peel back the layers, to expose or reveal what's really inside of us. So if you find yourself in a position where you're going through some challenging times and it's uncomfortable, it's distasteful, it's not palatable, know that it's necessary and that there's a brightness on the other side that you're going to be so grateful for, that you're going to be so appreciative of. And if you find yourself having to pivot and you're like still trying to figure out, what's happening, allow yourself to be in the flow state. Be open, be receptive. That's part of being in your feminine energy. And this is applicable to men and women, right? Like, we all have divine masculine and divine feminine energies within us. And I speak about that in my book, right? In the guide that I wrote. The link is in my bio if you're interested. How I break down the aspects of the feminine and the masculine within us and what it looks like when we're out of balance and what it looks like when we're in balance. And that is a key component of being successful, I feel like, in navigating life with ease, right? All right, does that mean that things are not going to come up? No, things are going to come up. However, it'll be more pleasant to navigate. You know what I mean? So that's what I wanted to come on to share. Hopefully it resonates with you. If you've made it this far, thank you. I appreciate you. Leave a blue heart, a star, or a rainbow if this message resonates with you. Until the next time, love, light, and peace.